They see the peeling billboard for the old motor court. They see a sad old eyesore of a forgettable sort. I see a masterpiece of fade in pink and crackling blue, a story of the travelers and the dreams they drove on through. In 55 they see the silver in my neighbor's hair. They whisper old and past her prime and think it isn't fair to look like that. I see a crown of wisdom bright and fine, each strand a battle won, a sipped glass of good wine. From the vintage of her years they call it fade and call it decline. I call it a slow burn, a more enduring design. Then a quick flash of slow burn warms you to the bone. A slow burn has a character uniquely its own. It's not for everyone, it's for the strong, the ones who see that rust is a color too, and it's the color of being free from the tyranny of new. Yeah, this ain't fading, it's a slow burn, a different kind of fire for which the young ones yearn. But don't yet understand, it's a glow, not a blaze. It lights the path of memory in 100 subtle ways. Rust is a color in the slow burn palette, rich and deep. It's the color of a promise that a soul will keep to itself, to get wiser, to get softer, to get true, to trade the shouting scarlet for a burgundy or hue of copper green. This ain't fading, it's transformation. It's the poetry of age across a mighty nation. A one woman's face in slow burn. My garden doesn't boom with blooms all perfect in a row. It's got some brown edge lilies and a rose that's growing slow and sideways. But the bees, they love it, and the scent is mixed and wild with earth and decaying life, like a reconciled argument with time. The paint on my front door is chippling. It shows the primer and the wood, a subtle slow unwrapping of its history. I like it, it's a door that's lived. It's been through summers hot and winters cold, and it will let me in, still faithfully, with a creak that's like a welcome home. Not the silent, slick and perfect swipe of shiny chrome on a new one. That's the slow burn, the character, the grace of things that earn their beauty at a steady, gentle pace and hold it without strain. Yeah, this ain't fading, it's a slow burn. So bring on the weather, bring on the patina, bring on the softening of what once was much keener. Now becoming a landscape, a river valley deep, not a sharp young piercing mountain where the cold winds sweep. I'm a slow burn sunset lasting for an hour. I'm a well-loved book that gains its power from the dog ears and the notes in the margin. See, there's the beauty, there's a color, there's a real me in slow burn. This ain't fading, it's a slow burn. Can't you feel the heat? It's the rhythm of a heart that will not admit defeat to time. It's the rust on the train sledge, it's the muss on the scone. It's the rich deep color that a soul can call its own after years. Rust is a color and it's mine to wear, a badge of slow burn, living without care for what's in of in my prime of pattern and grace. Watch me set this slow burn world on fire with my pace. My slow, my burn, my color, my rust I grow. In the slow burn. You see a pretty streamlet, all a dance with sparkling light. It's busy and it's bubbly and it's bravely burning. shine bright. But that's for you, for mountain tops, for places high and thin. My river, the old man, he doesn't sparkle, he just lets the light in and holds it deep and brown and slow. He reflects the sky, the gray, the blue, the sunset fire, as he goes rolling by. Without a hurry, his surface isn't flashy, it is wise and still, and what it shows is deeper than a quick photogenic thrill of splashing. The river doesn't sparkle, it reflects. It gathers all the colors of the world with calm respects for what has been the muddy gold, the willow green profound, the steely gray of coming storm that doesn't make a sound. Upon his face he just absorbs and carries on like me. My surface ain't for sparkling, it's for quiet clarity, to reflect a life well lived. And rust is a color too, down in his deep, slow heart, on old submerged machinery, playing a forgotten part. In his story it's a rich, slow brown, a patient, deep maroon. It doesn't scream for notice underneath the sun or moon. It just exists as part of things, as part of the slow flow. That's how I want my years to show, not a brilliant, frantic glow, but a deep reflection of love and loss in days gone by. In the quiet water of my unafraid eye, that doesn't shy from tarnish or from silver or from rust, from the beautiful accumulation of inevitable dust that makes a patina a finish on the soul. They want their faces smooth as pebbles in a tumbler's spin. They wanna look just like the girl that they have always been. But a face that reflects a life has contours, has a map of smiles that lasted hours, of tears took a nap upon the cheek and left a trail. It has a history, it's not a blank and shiny page, it's a lived-in poetry. In flesh my hands are veined with blue and spotted with the sun. They've kneaded dough and soothed the brow when all was said and done. And not said they're not pretty in the magazine defined, but they are beautiful to me for the life they have entwined, and held their weather like the riverbank, like the rusty hull of a boat that's seen 1,000 trips when the water was full and when it wasn't. And rust is a color too. Let the sparkling streams rush downward to the sea so fast they're blind. I am the delta, I am slow, I am the patient kind. Of beauty I gather silt, I gather shadow, I gather years. I reflect the clouds of sorrow, and I reflect the cheers that echo from the bank. I hold it all and grow more deep, while sparkling things just disappear into a frantic sleep of not remembering. I remember in my brown, my gray, my rust, in the slow shore, certain beautiful accumulating dust of my being. I am the river, here I reflect. So honor the rust, expect the fade and who, the river wears a crown. Reflect deep rust, sleep, river, giver of color, rust. You can keep your paper maps with roads and ink so fine. My navigation's written in a more eternal line of light. I'm learning the stars by heart, their names and their design. How Orion tips his hat as the evening doth decline. Over the cypress, how the dipper pours its endless cool advice down on the sleepy river once or maybe twice. And now the night is my master in this astronomy. Doesn't give me telescopes, he gives her eyes to see the connections. He says forget the names they wrote in books, learn the patterns for yourself in the river's secret nooks and crannies of the sky. So I sit on my back step and I let the blackness settle, a blanket I accept with gratitude. And one by one my teachers all appear, pinpricks in a velvet, chasing away the fear of getting lost. I'm mapping heaven on the inside of my mind, so no matter where I wander, my true north I will find by memory of starlight. As an apprentice to the night, I'm studying the deep. The lessons aren't for speaking, they're for my soul to keep. In silence, he teaches me to hear the space between the sounds. A hum of the world turning on its ancient greasy rounds that you can't hear by day. Shows me how a single breeze has a different conversation with the oak than with the peas in the garden. And most of all, he's teaching me to trust my own 2 feet, to find a way through darkness and through dust without a lantern's light. I'm learning the stars by heart, so even in the blackest hour I'll know my part in the cosmos. A small night taught woman, sure and slow. My friends, they get disoriented when the power lines go down. They fumble for a flashlight with a panic, worried frown. I just step outside and breathe and let my vision adjust to the truth. There's always enough light in the heavenly dust that's sprinkled up above and in the memory of my skin, of where the porch post is and where the old gate's been for 50 years. And I taught me that landmarks aren't for eyes, they're for the body's knowledge under changing skies. I know the dip in the path by the shift in my hip. I know the turn to the creek by the cool on my lip of the air. That's my night school diploma, a PhD in field, knowing in what is nothing to reveal but the truth of dark. As an apprentice to the night, as an apprentice to the night, as an apprentice to the night. Sometimes I think he's teaching me for a bigger test, for the final long and quiet darkness where we all must rest. Without a map, he's training me now, so I won't be afraid when the last light fades and the final star is laid to rest. I'll know the territory, I'll know how to go by the feel of the unseen path, by the inner glow that he's kindling in me now. The glow of night knowledge, the peace of dark familiarity, the sacred pledge between a student and a master of the moon. Graduation day is coming, oh, too soon. But until then I study, so let the sun have its scholars, its writers of the day. I'm getting my education in a different, deeper way. I'm learning the stars by heart, I'm learning the song of the loon. I'm an apprentice to the night, and I'll graduate soon to be a master of the calm, a doctor of the deep, while all the day folk are at home pretending just to sleep. I'm awake and learning. Star, heart, chart, night, start, again. I don't need to shout it from the rafters, don't need to scream and cry. The strongest bind I ever cast was just a weighted sigh. In the right ear at the right time, a whisper can topple a king. A hum can make the barren ground remember how to spring. To life I found this out by accident when I was just a child. I'd sing to make my mama smile when she was riled and tired, and she'd relax, her shoulders lose their knots. I thought it was my love that did it, all the silly childish thoughts of a daughter. But then I sang at a dog that barked all night, a simple little melody, not me, not trying to fight. And he lay down and slept, and I felt a chill, not from the air, from inside, a knowledge, a burden, a secret I must bear with great care. My voice is the bind, even the quietest part. My voice is the bind, it's a needle and it's the thread. It's the thing that's been unsaid and the thing that must be said. To mend or to unravel, I can undo a man's best lie with just a questioning tone on a single word. Oh, I can make a truth so loud it drowns out any shout by singing it so softly. There can be no doubt it's real, it's a terrifying subtlety, this power in my throat. The most potent notes I sing are often the quietest note I ever pitch. A whisper topples, a murmur can rebuild, and I live in constant fear of the damage I've unskilled or skilled with my voice. I sang a lullaby to a dying man to ease his way across, but the tune held on too tightly became a temporary boss of his spirit. He lingered for a week in a peaceful twilight haze, not living, not dying, just caught in my gentle phrase. I had to sing a release, a discord, sharp and clear, to cut the bind I'd made, to let him disappear as he was meant to. I cried for days. The power to hold life is a horrible responsibility, a sharp and psychic knife in your own gut. Since then, I measure every breath I use in song. Is it a blessing or is it subtle abuse of the natural order? I don't know, I just know the bind is there, in my whisper, in my silence, even in the careful care I take to not singing. My voice is the bind, my voice is the bind, my voice is the bind, my voice is the bind. Sometimes I think I should be mute, take a vow of silence pure. Let the world spin on its axis, let the pain and joy endure without my interference. But the song, it wants out, it needs, it builds inside me like a storm. It plants its tiny seeds, a melody in my dreams, and if I don't let it free, I fear it'll break me from the inside, you see. So I sing softly, carefully, with intention, with dread, weaving binds of comfort or of truth around the head and the heart of anyone who listens, even you right now. Are you feeling calmer or more agitated? How does my voice affect you, even on this page in thought? The bind is in the idea, the magic can't be caught or stopped. As a bond upon myself, to always use this power for more than just wealth or fame or even beauty, to use it for the slight adjustment of the universe toward the more gentle light or the more honest dark. My voice is the bind, and this song is my covenant day, promise to be kind with the power of the vine. Joy, silent. The schoolhouse bell don't ring for me. I got no parchment scroll. My alma mater's velvety, and it has taken toll. And payment in the currency of patience and of trust. But I have nearly finished, and I feel the subtle rustle of a different robe, a graduation gown of indigos, waiting for me in the closet where the soft winds blow. From the west the night, my master says my studies are near done. He's taught me all he can about walking neath the hidden sun. Of stars he taught me how to read the braille of bark on trees, how to understand the language of the nighttime breeze. In the river grass he taught me how to find my way back home, by the temperature of shadows, by the scent alone. In a certain band he taught me that the silence has a song, a low and steady rhythm that the frightened get all wrong. As emptiness, its fullness of a different, deep degree. Soon I'll wear my graduation gown of indigo, the final color that a night apprentice gets to know before she's a master of the shadows and the deep. Before the lessons that she learned are hers to hold and keep and teach. Perhaps the night is handing me my degree in nocturnal navigation and deep listening, you see. With honors in star mapping and shadow differentiation, I stand before the cosmos in quiet exultation. At my night school graduation, no cap to throw, just sky. No diploma, but the knowing in my unafraid eye that has seen the dark and loved it. I'll miss my nightly lessons, the patient silent drills of standing still until the separate tiny nighttime thrills became a symphony. I'll miss the way head point with just a shift in the wind to show me where a dream was set adrift and needed catching. I'll miss the homework of just being still and letting the night pour his knowledge in against my will at thirst, then with a thirst. But a master knows when the pupil's prime is ripe, and it's time for her to make her own nighttime, her own darkness, to become a source of that same cool, calm grace for someone else who's stumbling in some other brighter place and needs the night. Soon I'll wear my graduation gown of indigo, What's next for a graduate evening? What's my call? Perhaps to be a midwife for the souls who fear the fall of darkness, to take their hand and say, the light's not gone. It's changed, your eyes will adjust, the lesson's just begun. Come be an apprentice, let the night teach you to see the constellated beauty of what you were meant to be. When the glare's removed, that'll be my service, my repaid debt to the master who saw in me a pupil he could get. To understand, to trade my fear for fascination pure, to see the night not as an end, but as a door to a different sight. So bring the gown promise in the realm of what I dreamed. And now know I am a graduate of night. My soul is branded with the stars, my fear is disbanded. I can't walk any shadow, I can't read any dirt. I carry the night's wisdom like an internal spark that will light my way forward as I now begun. A teacher in the twilight till my own final sun sets graduation gown, indigo night. My master, my turn to share the light that is found in the dark. Go, indigo night. Go, apprentice. No more master of the floor of heaven and the core of night. My sight is clear. Good night, my dear master, and thank you.
You see me on my porch at midnight, staring at the black. You think, poor thing, she's lonely, looking for what she likes. In company you call out, and you're scared out here alone. The dark can hide a multitude of troubles, child, be known. But you don't understand, my eyes are adjusting just fine to a vision more profound and subtle than a daytime shine could ever offer. I'm not looking for anything out here, I'm looking at the nothing, which makes everything more clear and precious. The shape of the shed against the lesser blacker sky, the way the moss hangs certain where the riverbank is nigh. I can see it all because the night is my master, and he's taught my pupils more than just to widen. They've been freshly caught and retrained to see the texture of the shadows, not just a pit, to see the movement in the stillness bit by lovely bit. That's my practice. Yeah, my eyes are adjusting just fine, thank you for your care. But I'm an apprentice to the night, and I've got work to do there. In the curriculum of quiet, in the study of the breeze, he's teaching me to navigate the spaces between the trees by the sound they don't make. He's teaching me the names of shades of black, midnight, inkwell, ravens winging, how to find the track home through any of them. So don't bring me your lantern's glare, it only blinds me to the lessons waiting in the air all around us. I'm learning to see with my hands, with my ears, conquering imaginary daylight fed fears, one night class at a time. You think I'm in the darkness, I'm swimming in a sea of information that the bustling daylight cannot see or appreciate. I can hear a neighbor's argument a mile away, not the words, the tone, the crack of a heart gone astray. In the stillness I can smell the rain before it ever falls, a certain shift in the perfume that the night air calls. To those who listen, these are my subjects, these are my exams. The night doesn't give out grades, he just helps me understand the fabric of the world when the loud eye has been rinsed out, leaving only the true weed without a single doubt of its pattern. And I'm learning it thread by thread. Yeah, my eyes are tossing anxiously. Worry about the daylight, troubles that you have to keep at bay. Tomorrow I'm at my desk, the sky's my slate. Learning peace, learning patience, learning how to wait and listen and see, really see for the first time in my life, without the harsh and judgmental scrutinizing light of the sun, or a society is just me and the night, and a million tiny teachers in the soft celestial light that's always there if you just let your eyes adjust. So save your lantern, save your worry, save your daytime. Frantic mind, I'm on a different schedule of a different, older kind. My eyes are adjusting to the beauty of the deep, to the promises the night intends for me to keep. When I'm done my apprenticeship, I'll be a guide for other fearful souls with night knowledge deep inside. For now I study in the dark, which is so very, very light when you're an apprentice to the night. Adjusting. C B nights. Apprentice. Free.
The day folk need their street lamps, their neon and their sun. They stumble when the color from the tired world is spun away, but I am different. I've enrolled in a different class, where the shadows are the textbooks spread out on the grass. Of midnight, the dark is my primer, the first thing I unlearn, to let my eyes stop searching for a candle's faint concern. Start to feel the space instead, the shapes are soft and deep. The secrets that the daylight was too busy loud to keep are whispered. Here I am, an apprentice to the night, and my tuition's paid in patience and in losing of the fright that holds the day folk captive. I'm learning how to see with the back of my neck, with the roots of the tree of my soul. Yeah, the dark is my primer, the moon is my pen. I'm taking notes on silence over and over again. The night is my master, a patient silent guide, teaching me the maps the constellations hide in plain sight. He teaches me to hear the cricket's song, not as noise but as the rhythm where the lonely souls belong to something. He teaches me to walk without a sound, to feel the earth's own heartbeat in the cool and dew-soaked ground beneath my feet. I'm just an apprentice, but I'm learning fast how to make this velvet darkness beautifully last inside my mind, even at noon. My classmates are the owls, the possum and the fox. We study the philosophy of unlocking locks without a key. We learn the grammar of the rustling leaves, the syntax of the river as it gently takes its ease. Through the bank we parse the sentences that fireflies write in dashes on the blackboard of the infinite deep night. It's a language without words, but it's clear as it can be to a willing student like me. The night he grades me not on tests or memory, but on how much fear I've forgotten, how much wonder I've let in to fill the empty spaces, sculpting my perception with his cool and starlit grace and his quiet. Yeah, the dark is my primer, the moon is my pen. Yeah, the dark is my primer, the moon is my pen. People
think I'm lonely out here in the black. They don't understand the riches that I'm getting back in exchange for my surrender, for my willingness to be blank like a page for the night to write on me. His lessons in indigo and silver in the space between, and learning that the prettiest things are often never seen, with a look in eye but felt or heard in the absence of sound. That's the doctorate I'm working toward on this holy ground of darkness. I'm the night's apprentice, forever in his debt, for teaching me a kind of deeper alphabet to read my life by. So let the day have its glorious noise, its blinding show. I've got my primer of darkness and my moonpin, don't you know? And I'm studying, I'm learning, I'm growing in the black, finding colors in the void that daylight's cruel attack can never bleach away. The dark is my primer, the night is my master, and I couldn't be finer in my studies. Be still. Will teach me. You think it's just a melody, a story set to rhyme. You tap your foot and sip your drink and bide your little time. But when I open up my mouth, it ain't just air that flows. It's something older than the river, something everybody knows. But can't name, I don't just sing the blues, I weave them into the fabric of this barroom. And I truly do believe them into being. See that couple in the corner fixing for a fight, watch this. Now they're holding hands so tight in the silence. See the dust outside, a month of drought and pain. Listen, now you hear the welcome rain. On a tin roof, it ain't a trick, it's a terrible true fact. My voice is the bind that can seal a pack or break it. Yeah, my voice is the bind, the hook, the snare, the spell. I can make a man remember a heaven or a hell he never knew. I can sing a note so low and deep and long, it'll make the old oak outside shed its leaves in a wrong season. I can trill a phrase so light it'll lift a baby's cry right out the window, send it soaring to a clear and empty sky. I take the stage, I'm not just a singer, honey, I'm a woman of a certain age and a certain curse, a certain gift. My voice is the bind, and I'm forever trying to see what I might find or lose when I let it loose. I sang a man asleep once who hadn't slept in years. I sang away the ghosts that were feeding on his fears. Called me saint, but I saw the terror in his eyes, the color growing faint. Of his own will, he was bound to me in gratitude and fright, and I had to sing a different song to set his future right, to cut the tie. It's exhausting, this commerce with the air, that's knowing that the very notes I shape with so much care can shape a life or end one with a discord sharp and flat. I could sing a hate so pure to kill a man where he said I never do, but I know I could. That's the weight I bear, my voice is the bind, and I must sing with care. Well, not at all, yeah, my voice is the bind. Yeah, my voice is the bind. Yeah, my voice is the bind. Sometimes I wish I had an ordinary voice, just pretty plain and sweet, to sing for tips and supper and a stomping of the feet on the floor. But this voice is a creature with a mind and consecrated ground that I made with a melody. It's a consecration, a curse, to hold a thunderstorm or a blessing in my purse of a throat. So when I sing tonight, don't just listen with the ear. Listen with your soul for what you might hold dear. Might shift or change or strengthen or disappear. My voice is the bind, and you are volunteering to be bound for 3 minutes by this sound. My voice, my voice, my voice, my voice. Mind, find, mind, voice, choice, silence. The girls in town are wearing colors bright as Newman dimes, pink as cotton candy, and green as limes. They chase the latest fashion, a frantic, flashy race, but I find my satisfaction at a slower, gentler pace, in the tones that time has painted on the things that know the years. The fading blue of overalls washed soft by joys and tears, the gray of a weathered picket, the brown of a fallen leaf. There's a story in those colors, a sweet and deep relief from the screaming. My favorite hue is fading blue. It's the color of the truth after the dream is through. It's honest, it's been lived in, it's a memory made real. It's the shade of a love that time has learned to seal with a gentle rusted class. Yeah, rust is a color too, a rich and reddish brown. It's the crown upon the smokestack looking down upon the town. It's the blush on the old tin roof after the rain has passed, a beauty that they say won't, but always built to last. A different kind of lasting, the river's not so fast. It moves in silver, browns and greens that are meant to hold and cast. The longest shadow, rust is a color, fading is a style. To walk a dusty mile with a slow and knowing smile is my fashion. I don't need the polish, don't need the sharp edge gleam. I'm studying the poetry of a slow and steady stream. And the rust, my hair has got some silver threads, my mirror loves to show. The girls would cover them with dye to fight the steady flow of time, but I let them shine like tiny rivers on a map of where I've been, each one a memory perhaps, a worry or a laughter line that's softly round my eyes. They call them wrinkles, I call them where the sunlight lies. When I smile, they're the crackle glaze upon my own life's face, a finish that you cannot buy in any marketplace or bottle. It's earned like the peeling paint on my front door. It shows the layers of the life that I have lived before, and still I'm living in quieter colors. Yeah, rust is a color too. Rust is a color too.
They're so afraid of weathering, of any sign of wear. They sand and scrub and paint it out as if it were a scare, a monster. But weathering is just a conversation slow between a thing and all the winds and rains that come and go. It's a history written in patina, in tarnish, in dust, in the quiet, graceful, beautiful, inevitable rust that comes to everything that's real. I choose to be real, to wear my fading blues and let my rusted feelings feel without apology. So let them have their neon, let them have their blinding white. I'll take the mossy green of stone in soft declining light. I'll take the sunset ochre on a barn that's seen its day. There's more truth in that fading than in all their bright array. Rust is a color too, and it's the one I wear the best, a testament to surviving every single hard good test with grace in fading blue. That old willow sucking whale, you can't spin a pretty tune, but it's just mechanics, honey, underneath the neon moon. When I step to the microphone, the very dust takes heed, and the whiskey in the bottle knows it's time to plant a seed of something more. The jukebox sings, but I command the molecules together and to shift across the land of this room. I can make a man forget his own address with a certain curl of phrasing, a calculated caress of a vowel. I can make a woman see her worth anew with a bridge that tells a story that she knows is downright true. Even if I made it up right, then it's the truth of sound. My voice is the bind that turns this grimy beer stone ground into a temple for a moment. Then the spell breaks and it's just a bar again, and I'm a woman with a throat of dust and power. My voice is the bind, it can stitch a wound or start a war. I can sing the roaches from the kitchen out the back screen door. I can hum a lullaby that'll make the river slow. I know these things, and because I know them, don't you know, I must be careful. I could clear this room with just one scream, or feel it with such longing you think you lost your dream. In another lifetime, it's a weapon and a bomb, a hurricane and the quiet, devastating calm. In its eye, the jukebox sings, I conduct, I weave, and every single person here is gonna have to leave, changed a little by the bind of my song. I sang at a wedding once, a simple happy tune, but I felt a bitterness, a growing dark typhoon from the mother of the groom. So I shifted key just slight, sang a note of reconciliation into the night.
And she wept and hugged the bride, and nobody knew why except me. I felt the bind take hold, the suture in the sky of that family. It held its holding still, that's the weight. I carry not just singing for a dollar, for a fate of applause. I'm singing for the balance, for the slight unseen repair of the world's broken heart, and it's more than I can bear. Sometimes to know that this gift, this command is mine, and if I use it wrong, the fault is in the design of my own soul. My voice is the bind, it can stitch a wound or start a war. I can sing the roaches from the kitchen out the back screen door. I can hum a lullaby that'll make the river slow. I know these things, and because I know them, don't you know, they call it soul, they call it feeling, they call it art. I call it architecture of the human breaking heart. I'm a builder with my larynx, a mason with my breath. I can construct a prison, or I can cheat a death of the spirit with a melody, a turn, a lift, a fall. It's a terrifying freedom, have an answer to no call but my own in the songs. The song tells me what it needs to do, and I'm the vessel, planting invisible seeds with my voice, the bind. Sure, listen to the jukebox if you want something safe. I'm here to sing the things that make the lighted world unsafe. At the CMs, my voice is the band that holds it back together, that brings the stormy weather or the clearest bluesish grabber into your soul. I command it with a note, with a phrase. I might just a shriwer in these stomped on dusty days. I'm a conjure woman with a microphone for a wind, and this song is the band, and you are bound. By the sound, my voice, the bind. Find your way home alone with my song in your head.
Forget the black cat bone, the rabbit's foot, the sack of goo for dust. My roots and my conjure aren't something you can trust. It's real, this microphone is my mojo hand. When I wrap my fingers round it, I command this band. And there's room in the world outside for a block, and either way, my voice is the bind that makes the night turn into day. In your mind, I can sing a sunrise into a sinner's soul. I can sing a harvest from a field that's black as coal. With doubt, I've done it. I've seen the changes with my own true eyes. When I pour my power out under these neon skies, it's a fact. I used to fear it, used to try to make it small. Now I understand the purpose. I can hear the mighty calling. The music, it's not for me to hide, it's for me to use, to shake the loose and the confused out of their blues and into a different kind of bind of strength and might, to make the wrong things right, or to shed a truthful light on the wrong.
Yeah, this microphone is my mojo hand. I point it and I sing, and the very walls of this old juke start to ring with power. My voice is a bind that ties the broken back together, that pulls a soul through stormy or through sunny weather. At my will, I can bind a man to his better nature. I can bind a lie to fail. I can bind a promised future in a being. It's a gift from the river and the mud, from every woman in my line who ever shed her blood or her tears into a song. I'm the air, I'm the vessel, and I'm done being scared of the magnificent vessel I can make with my voice, my bind. I sang down a tornado once on the edge of town. I stood on my back porch and I sang a low, slow sound that said stop. And it wobbled and it turned and it went away. My granny nodded from her rocker at the end of the day. Said about time you owned it, child. The power in your throat, it's been waiting for a woman who wouldn't just take no, but would take charge. So I'm charging for every note I sing. I'm charging this whole world to listen to the truth I bring. Wrapped in melody, I'm binding up the hate I see. I'm binding up the loneliness that follows you and me into a package, and I'm singing it away, transmuting pain to the sound, letting the bind of my voice echo all around and heal or reveal or command. Yeah, this microphone is my mojo hand. So let the preachers have their pulpits, let the politicians scheme. I got a pulpit made of maple and a powerful vocal dream to bind this community, to bind this broken land with a hook and a verse that everybody understands in their gut, in their soul, where the real magic lies, not in stars or in planets, but in human cries and joys set to music, given force by my will. My voice is the bind, and it's anointed to fulfill a purpose greater than me. Can you feel it in the air? The bind is getting stronger. It's a way we all can share and be lifted by. Microphone is my mojo hand. My voice is the mighty brother, this devil, and I sing the blues, but the blues ain't got me down there. My power, my crown, my sound that bonds the night, bonds the day, bonds the lover and the foe. Listen to me now and feel the band start to grow in your heart, in your mind. You are bound, you are free by the voice and the song that is me. My voice is a band, and the band is love. Powerful as thunder, gentle as a door. My voice. My voice. It's my mojo hand. My voice is the mighty band of this delta land. I sing the blues, but the blues ain't got me down. They're my power, my crown, my song that bonds the night, bends the day, bends the lover and the foe. Listen to me now and feel the bind start to grow in your heart, in your mind. You are bound, you are free by the voice and the song that is me. My voice is the bond, and the bond is love. Powerful as thunder, gentle as a door. My voice.
The new house down the road has got a swing of powder-coated steel. It shines like a dime, and I suppose it's how the new folks feel. A swing should make a sound, a song, a slow and steady creak, like a heartbeat of the homestead, speaking low and speaking meek. Of all the conversations had while watching fireflies, of all the lazy evenings under summer's shallow skies, this porch swing sings a weathered song in peeling forest green. It chains a kiss with orange rust, the loveliest I've seen. It groans a little on the downswing, sighs upon the rise. It's got 1,000 stories whispered to the twilight skies. In its melody you can't buy that, you have to earn that tune through years of gentle rocking beneath the honeymoon or a sorrowful one. I'm learning that rust is a color too, a medal on the chest of things that did their living and have earned a little rest from perfection. Peeling pain is just a map of sunny days and rainy ones, a chronicle in 100 subtle ways of time's passage in my own skin. It's getting soft and thin like parchment on an old love letter, letting the light in from within. I don't fight it, I polish it with lotion, and with left is my own patina, my own photograph in living texture. Yeah, rust is a color, fading is a state of being truly beautiful before it is too late to appreciate the change. Yeah, tearing down the old gin house to put up something slick and glass. They say it's progress, but the progress I'm afraid will pass right over what was good. The rusty bolts, the fading sign held a kind of honest magic, a dignified design, a function. Now it's all just shiny with no history to tell. No ghosts of cotton pickers, no familiar dusty smell of work and sweat. They want the world to look just born and new, but I find comfort in the things that have seen a thing or two and live to tell this weathered swing, this cracked clay pot. They have a soul, a new thing, bless its heart, it has not yet earned one. I'm learning that rust is a color too. Maybe life is not about the staying bright and bold. Maybe it's about the gentle story that is told in the quiet fading, in the gracious slow descent, and knowing that the brightest fire to a soft glow will be bent in time, and that soft glow is what lights the deepest night, not the blinding, scary, brand new artificial light. A fear of age, fear of mark, fear of rust, but rust is just a loving, gentle, reddish dust that time lays down like a blanket on the tired and the true, like the silver in my hair and the fading in my blue denim heart. So swing on, weather porch swing, sing your creaky, lovely song. The world may want it silent, but you know that's wrong. Rust is a color, peeling is a badge, fading is a style. To walk the second half of life with a slow and knowing smile is a victory over the silly